Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have breaking news. I repeat, we have breaking news on the NBA forefront. We just figured out the 2024-25 season opening night schedule. It has leaked thanks to Shams. He let us know the information a little bit earlier today, and he told us who's going to be playing tonight. Feast your eyes on the screen because I will show you right now the two opening night games that we will have. On October 22nd on TNT. The TNT crew, this might be their last opening night, but they got it this year. And we have the New York Knicks versus the Boston Celtics, reigning champions and potentially the two best teams in the East. This should be a blockbuster opening night. And as you see, ring night as well. Chat, let me know how you feel about this. The Lakers also got the second game, but let me know how you feel about the Knicks, one of the bigger franchises, and the Big Apple versus the reigning champion Boston Celtics. And tell me who you guys think will win. I personally am not mad at this first matchup. You have the reigning champions. Who doesn't want to see the reigning champions on the opening night of the next season? I think that was a good call by the NBA. And then you have the New York Knicks, the first time that they've been relevant in centuries, it feels like. Since last year, they made a good playoff run. And now we expect them to be even better this next year. Why not promote one of the biggest markets in the NBA and a team that has, up until last year, been non-existent for ever? So shout out to the New York Knicks. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. You guys have the first night or the first game of the first night of the season. And also it is ring night as well. So we'll see if that adds another level of intrigue and competition for, well, the Knicks, because they get to watch their newfound rivals, the Boston Celtics, get the rings from last year. And then moving on to game two of the opening night, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves against, well, you guys know this isn't a surprise. LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, come on. We knew who was going to be here on opening night, as if you weren't going to put the greatest player of all time and the last Olympics MVP in one of the biggest markets, or if not the biggest market in the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers on opening night. The Timberwolves at the Lakers. I personally think the NBA got this. I think that this is a bullseye. Now it's like Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. To me, that is the only thing where it's like maybe you could have went maybe with the Mavericks and Luke and Kyrie. You got the LeBron and Kyrie dynamic. Maybe you could have went with Oklahoma City, the Young Guns, the team that possibly is the best team in the West, and you're pushing a new narrative that the West has to go through OKC. Maybe you could have went with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker because it's, well, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. But personally, why not go with the Wolves? They were in the Western Conference Championship last year. They have a superstar in the making. They have everything that you would want to see out of a team on opening night. And then the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and whatever else LA is going to bring to the table, but it's just LA in general. But I personally think these four games were amazing from the National Basketball Association, and I'm not mad at it. You guys let me know in the comment section how you feel about it, but I'm not mad about it at all. I'll address this back in a second, but it's also some other things that I want to break to you guys too, because it seems like today, Klay Thompson's return to the Bay Area, well, Oracle Arena in general, has now been announced. Klay Thompson will be going back to the Bay Area on November 12th with the Mavericks. He will visit the Warriors. How do we feel about this, chat? You guys send me comments and let me know how we feel about Klay Thompson going back home and know Klay has a lot of vengeance in his heart. I know he has a lot of pent up animosity, and they didn't give him the money that he wanted and the treatment that he wanted, and he would still love to be in Golden State. So I want you guys to let me know what you think his stat line would be, because I wouldn't be surprised if Klay goes back to the Golden State home arena and on November 12th has about 8 threes. Now, you guys might think Klay's out of bullets, and he may be out of bullets, but I guarantee he loads up the clip that night and empties it. But we will see November 12th. That's when we'll see Klay Thompson back in Northern California. And last but not least, let me go ahead and put this on the screen. This has also been released to the public for a while via Shams. Shout out Shams. Shams really is the GOAT in releasing all of this good information. But we also have Christmas Day. We haven't got a chance to talk about that. Big Ox is talking about Klay got a fully loaded clip, and we'll just have to see. Because KJ also said 4 points, 2 for 18, and that's ridiculous. And you know what's crazy? I could see Klay going 8 for 10 from 3 that night, or I could see him going 2 for 18. You just never really know what Klay Thompson you're going to get. But we'll see, because now he's in a new state, a new arena, new team, and, well, he has a new GOAT point guard in Luka Doncic. But let me go ahead and put this on the screen right now. We have Christmas Day games for 2024-25. Now, I know I said that I think the NBA got it right for opening night, but I don't really know about Christmas Day, because it's some teams that I can't believe that the NBA decided to leave off this list. Now, here's the thing. NBA, National Basketball Association, Adam Silver, I will give you a pass for leaving the Dallas Mavericks off of opening night. But how do you have the gall? How do you have the audacity? How do you have the nuts, Adam Silver, to leave the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving off of this night and not put them in prime time? Prime time. They shouldn't be the second game. They shouldn't be the third game. It should be the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics rematch. Game 4 of this night. But what do I know? Put them against the Timberwolves again, which, I mean, it was a good matchup. I did enjoy that. But it should be another championship repeat. But furthermore, moving forward, you have the Spurs and the Knicks as the first game. Then you have the Timberwolves and the Mavericks, the second game, which, once again, like I said, this was a great game. Then you have the 76ers and the Celtics, which has become a rivalry, and I like it. So I like these last 2 games, because I like the Timberwolves and the Mavericks, because that is now a rivalry, like it or not. After this Christmas game, I wholeheartedly believe that this will be a rivalry moving forward. You have 2 young teams that have bright futures, and Luka Doncic isn't going anywhere soon. Anthony Edwards isn't going anywhere soon. These teams are both fairly young. They will be here for a very long time. I like that rivalry. The 76ers and the Celtics, that's been a rivalry, or whatever you want to call it, because the Celtics just beat the shit out the Sixers. But whatever you want to call it, they have been playing in playoff series, and they've been playing on holidays for as long as we can remember. As long as Joel Embiid and Jason Tatum has been in the league, we've seen this. So I'm not mad at this. Lakers and the Warriors, too. I know I just kind of shitted on this matchup, and I know I said it was what it was, but it is what it is, because LeBron James and Steph Curry is matinee, no matter how you slice it. Look, if they were to retire this year and go into the Big 3 next year, I wouldn't be surprised if the NBA put a Big 3 matchup with LeBron and Steph Curry on this card. So I'm not mad at it. You got LeBron and Steph. You may have 2 mid teams, but we have a matinee matchup with 2 great all-time players. So you can't be mad at that. And then last but not least, this is where my quarrel lies with the National Basketball Association and Adam Silver. You put the Nuggets and you put the Suns. Where is Giannis Antetokounmpo? Where is the best team in the Western Conference. Where's Oklahoma City and another young budding star? Now, I know you put Victor Wembanyama on there, but we would love to have seen Chet Holmgren on there. Talk to him, KM7. We would have loved to see Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama. We would have loved to see, I don't know, maybe Chet Holmgren play against Joel Embiid. Maybe Chet Holmgren play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Maybe Chet Holmgren play against anybody. Anybody. Look, we could have just did an OKC orange versus blue scrimmage, and I would have loved that. But instead, you guys wanted to put the Nuggets and the Suns. Why isn't a top 3 player in Giannis Antetokounmpo on here? Now, I know you're going to say that the Nuggets have a top 3 player as well, in Jokic, and I get that. Okay, we could have put Jokic and the Greek Freak, and that would have been amazing. We could have put OKC in the Spurs, and that would have been amazing. I don't know. I just feel like the NBA, they just let the ship sail, and now it's somewhere in the Pacific Ocean with Pirate crashing into an igloo or whatever else is out there. And I just don't really like it. But hey, this is what we have right now. And this is what we got. But I'm not mad at it. I'm still going to tune in every game. I'm still going to have a good time. And we'll just have to catch Chet Holmgren and SGA and Giannis Antetokounmpo and Dame Lillard on another day. But as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the news that I just broke to you. And these are the games that we have on these amazing holidays. And yes, NBA opening night is a holiday. So add this to your calendar, and we will see you guys on these days. Until then, we'll break news to you sometime later, and we'll have better news for you soon.